Hello everyone, Tina here. Thank you so much for joining me for Try It Out Tuesday. Today we are creating a Mother's Day card, and I'm using a Hello Bluebird die set. I picked this up a while ago, and when I did my linking to the Simon shop, they were sold out. If you wanted to click on the button at the Simon shop to be notified when they come back in, I'll link the Simon shop down below, but the Hello Bluebird shop, I believe, has the dies that I'm using today, and I'll link that down below also. Okay, this is called the Vertical Banner die set, and it has some florals and leaves, and then it has this really pretty banner that I've never seen before, but you can die cut out the pole and then wrap around the top part of the banner around the pole to create a real life looking banner. So we're going to die cut out the banner and the pole with white cardstock, and then all of the floral images and the leaf images 3 times. When you die cut out the banner, there is score lines, and you can actually wrap it around to where the pole can slide a little bit. But for today, I thought we could just fold it, the top piece over in half at the first score line, and then I can just secure it. Since you're not going to see the back anyway, I wanted it kind of stationary. But that pole can slide in and out of the banner if you want it to, but I'm just going to glue it all together. Okay, to color in all of my elements here, I thought we'd use some real soft, pale, distressed oxide inks. So I have 3 different colors. For my green leaves, we're going to use Shabby Shutters. It's like a real soft olivey green color. And I'm leaving some white areas on my die cut pieces. That's why I die cut them out with white cardstock. I just like the look of it. I think it just brings in more softness. Once my leaves are done, we're going to color in the 5 petal flowers here with a soft pink. This is spun sugar. And I'm going to layer my flowers together. And so the 4 petal flower I colored in with the pink Oxide ink also. Now these fuller, rounder flowers and the smaller ones we're going to color in with a yellow ink. This is Scattered Straw. Love this color combination. I think it's soft and pretty, and I thought I'd make a pretty colorful arrangement. So once everything's colored in, we are going to do a little bit more die cutting. I cut out 4 of the poles, thinking we can layer them together to create a more dimensional pole. But then after I did that, I thought, maybe 4 was a little too much, because you won't be able to close the top portion of the banner, fold those little flaps over. And so I thought the wheels were turning, guys. I thought I would bring in some gold cardstock and kind of accent my banner by offsetting the gold behind it. So I die cut out the banner once more with gold cardstock. We're going to add glue behind our white banner, and then we're going to offset it on the gold here. This way a little bit of the gold's peeking out, and I thought I'd just bring in a little bit more elegance to our Mother's Day card. Okay, once our layers are together, we'll just fold those over, reinforcing those score lines, and now we're going to build our pole. I just think this is the neatest thing. Okay, I'm going to add the gold to one of the white die cut pieces here. And then we're going to add 1 more behind our gold piece. And I think that's the perfect amount of dimension. And it gives us stability too. Just layer them all together. We'll set these 2 aside. I just put it in the same package when I put things away. Okay, we'll flip over our banner, and then we're going to go ahead and just secure it all together. And again, there's 2 score lines on here that you could kind of create a loop with, but I'm just folding it 1 score line and just gluing it all down. Just making sure that the ends are centered. We'll just hold it down till it connects, and there's our little banner. Super fun. Okay, next we're going to create a frame. I'm going to be using a die set called the Gallery Frame 3. This piece here will cut out a window pane and a zigzag frame, so we'll die cut that out with white cardstock. And then for my sentiment, I'm going to be using a Charlie Alpha die set from Hello Bluebird. Actually, all of these dice today are from Hello Bluebird, and I'll link the shop down below again. But we die cut out the word mom, and then I thought we'll add a little dimension by die cutting out some pink fun foam also to our sentiment. But this is the inside frame that pops out. I think that's also pretty, but we're not going to use that today. I think that would be too busy. Just the outside frame. Okay, we're going to go ahead and layer the letters Mom on the fun foam. Now the fun foam that I use is adhesive backed, and so I just removed the adhesive. And the nice thing about the letters Mom is you can flip them around, and so that's what I did with the fun foam. I used the adhesive on the reverse side to tack down my white letters on top. We'll add our O and then our second Mom. Just remove the release paper here. Okay, once our fun foam's added, I want to add a little color to the very top white cardstock piece. And I want to create a gradient with the same colors that we use for the flowers and leaves. So starting off with spun sugar, we added that to the top of our letters. Then I'm adding a little bit of the scattered straw in the middle, and then on the very bottom we're going to add our shabby shutters. So we have a three-tone look here. I wanted to add a little more pink, make that pink stand out. I'm going to go ahead and use glue to adhere the letters M-O-M to my banner, and then we just put it right in the center. So we have a little dimension with our letters Mom, spell Mom, and now we're going to layer our flowers together. I'm adding foam adhesive behind the flowers, and then I'm going to layer them together. So we'll take the smaller 4-petal flower and just, it's too small to add foam adhesive to, but I'm just curling up the leaves a little bit and adding a dot of glue in the center of our larger flowers. Then we can add our smaller flowers. And I'm not worried about the foam showing behind the flowers, only because we're going to add a gem in the middle. That's my buddy. She's been just pacing my desk. This is actually my daughter's cat. Her name is Chance. This is Emily's cat, and she's just watching me. She's waiting for me to drop my jewel picker. She loves this. I've lost it a few times because she'll play with it on the floor. I have a wood floor, so she'll play with it and it'll roll underneath one of my drawer units. But she's waiting for me to drop it. But anyway, okay, we're going to add our yellow flowers now, doing the same thing, layering them both together. And I added my leaves just using glue, and I think that looks so pretty. I love those color combinations. Okay, I thought we needed a little extra something for our background, so I'm going to bring in an embossing folder. This is an embossing folder by Darice, and it's the Cherry Blossom embossing folder. I'm going to emboss a panel that measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, so it just leaves me a little bit of a border on my card base. But I embossed my panel, and then I'm going to add a little bit of color behind here, so I'm going to use those same 3 colors. I'm going to do the same thing that we used, same gradient we used for our sentiment for our background panel. So I'm starting off with the spun sugar. We're going to bring in our yellow, which is the scattered straw. Add that in the middle, blending both of these colors together to create an additional like corally color. I think that's so pretty. And then on the very bottom we're going to add our shabby shutters, just to add a little extra something. We'll flip our panel around, add our last color, and I was kind of a little heavy-handed with my shabby shutters. Sometimes I had to get that way, I guess. So I'm going to bring in a little bit more of the yellow ink, and boy, I got really heavy-handed with this. But the outcome was really pretty. After I blended it all together, I think it was very nice. So that's our background panel. You can see the cherry blossoms in the back just pop. I think they look so pretty. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue down my frame directly to my embossed panel, and then I'll take my embossed panel and add that to an A2 size card base, just using my tape runner. And then I did pop up my banner with foam adhesive and place that in the center. Now I have a few extra elements left over, and we're going to add these to the bottom right corner. Add our last flower here, and we'll just add a little dot of glue in the center and layer this one. I'm going to add actually foam adhesive to this. I think I can fit one behind this smaller flower. Lovely. And then the larger yellow flowers the centers pop out to create teeny tiny flowers. We're going to use those. I'll add 2 to the top, and then I think this last one will pop right there on the point of our banner. We'll add our 2 little flowers on the top, and I think that looks so pretty. Now, just because we like sparkle and shine, I'm going to add some gems. These are like some champagne colored gems. I'm going to add those to the center of the flowers. And then last but not least, I'm going to bring in some Simply White Nuvo drops and fill in the center of the cherry blossoms in my background panel. The nice thing is the Simply White crystal drops will take on the color of the Oxide inks behind it. So it'll dull down, but give it dimension also. But that's my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Everything's listed below, and if you want to see still shots, guys, my blog link is listed down below too. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fabulous day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.